Good day, everyone. We are Tumenden, Musa, Napoles, Oliva, and Samson. And today, we will be talking about strabismus, or in Filipino, pagkaduling o pagkabanlag. But what exactly is strabismus?
Strabismus is a condition where the eyes do not look at the same direction. One eye may be looking forward while the other points inward, outward, upward, or downward. It can be caused by problems between the eye muscles and the nerves that control them. So for this report, we will be focusing on the development of congenital strabismus, or strabismus that develops in an individual even as they are born. By understanding this condition, we aim to explain its development, causes, and effects on individuals. So why is this significant? By investigating the mechanisms behind strabismus and its implications on those affected, one can gain knowledge that can be applied to various topics in the field of medicine. Learning how this condition develops helps us understand both normal and abnormal anatomy and physiology, particularly in the eye and the nervous system. It also shows how different body systems work together to allow proper vision and coordination. Furthermore, by understanding strabismus, we can better explain its nature and effects to those concerned, such as patients and their families. This is particularly relevant in the Philippines, where strabismus is fairly common. In addition, this topic encourages us to have a more complete view of physical conditions. Even though it is often overlooked, strabismus has physical, emotional, and social effects on individuals. By studying it, we can better understand the challenges faced by those with this condition and raise awareness about its impact.
Eyes don't point in the same direction. The ability to perceive the world around us can be impaired. We live in a three-dimensional world where things not only have height, length, and width, but also depth and distance. All of these are things that our eyes and brains process instantaneously. Think of the eyes as two separate cameras taking pictures of the world around you all times. Now try closing your eyes one at a time and compare what you see. It's not the same, right? That's because your eyes are capturing images at separate points. So even though they're taking pictures of the same subjects, the images you get aren't exactly the same. The brain acts as a computer that combines those two images to come up with an almost 180-degree picture of everything in front of you. And it's complete with the length, width, depth, and distance of everything. Now, this process of combining the two images from both eyes requires two very important conditions. Your eyes have to be aligned and pointing in the same direction, because otherwise it would be so much more difficult for your brain to combine the two images.
That's why strabismus or pagkabanlag can cause diplopia or double vision. This could lead to depth perception problems, cause disorientation, difficulties in performing basic tasks such as walking and reading, or cause an increased risk of accidents like falling. To compensate for having double vision, your brain can stop receiving signals from one eye, which can lead to amblyopia or lazy eye, which in the long run can cause permanent loss of vision. This can lead to developmental coordination disorder or DCD, or basically a condition that makes it hard to learn coordination and motor skills. Having a family history of strabismus or pagkabanlag rents an individual a higher risk of acquiring such condition. Furthermore, uncorrected refractive errors, a condition where the eye's shape makes it difficult for light to focus directly on the back of the eye, like nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism, increases one's chance of obtaining such. Other conditions like cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and hydrocephalus are also risk factors of strabismus or pagkabanlag. But more than that, the visible misalignment of the eyes could also contribute to bullying, psychological distress, and lower self-esteem.
To further understand the roots of strabismus, we first need to understand how the eyes normally develop. This begins at early development, wherein the eye, along with the nervous system, both start to develop when the embryo is about 3 weeks in the womb. The eyes eventually emerge from specialized tissues originating from the brain, which results in the formation of other eye structures such as the retina, lens, and cornea. At the same time, other structures such as the eye muscles that control eye movement emerge. The cranial nerves also form and connect the brain, the eyes and the muscles surrounding the eyes so that the signals that our eyes sense can be interpreted by the nervous system and we can react accordingly. Specifically, we have the optic nerve, which is responsible for transmitting signals that our eyes receive, and we also have the oculomotor, trochlear, and abducens nerve, which all control the muscles that allow for eye movement. The position of these muscles also affect the level and position of our eyes. By the time we are born, our visual system calibrates so that all structures are coordinated. This allows the eyes to move synchronously, which is essential for focusing on moving objects. Furthermore, this enables the simultaneous activation of the neurons in the primary visual cortex, the part in the brain that processes what we see, resulting in binocular vision needed for
In
depth perception.
strabismus, normal eye development may be disrupted in varying levels of development. One possible cause is a malformation in muscle development, which results in muscle dystrophy, which makes our muscles smaller or weaker. This specifically happens in the extraocular muscles, which are the muscles that let us move our eyes. Congenital cranial dysinnervation, which is the abnormal development of cranial nerves 3, 4, and 6 that control our eye movement, can also cause strabismus. Lastly, when the connections between the nerves and the extraocular muscles are not developed right, there will also be problems in how the muscles form. This is also why there are many cases of congenital fibrosis of extraocular muscles, or CFOM, a disease that affects how the eye muscles move the eyes because of its hardening or thickening. However, the good thing is, strabismus can be treated or at least managed with a wide range of options. For congenital strabismus, the surgery of the eye muscles in order to fix the alignment of the eyes is a common option. However, some can also opt to do eye therapy to enhance the coordination between vision, movement, and the brain. Some corrective eyeglasses can also help manage problems in eyesight that arise from this condition. And this has been our report on strabismus. I hope you learned a lot, and I thank you. See you!